Welcome to the Rock Hall Debate, where we debate the 2025 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees. Today, Bad Company. And obviously, I have the green square, so I am pro. Bad Company, crucial part of the classic rock era. First band on Swan Song after Zeppelin, Zeppelin's imprint. Impact still felt today. Powerhouse sound, Paul Rodgers, blueprint for hard rock going past this. I'm going to go with the defining hard rock sound. That Paul Rodgers is an iconic frontman because we can throw in the Firm if you want to, and his success in Free, the Firm, and Bad Company, iconic songs and albums. They have 12 songs that you know right off the top of your head, and they're a super group.
I mean, look, yes, they're a solid hard rock band of the 70s. Songs like Can't Get Enough, Feeling Like Making Love, Feel Like Making
Feel
Love.
Like Making Love is every Friday night drunk guy's anthem.
And they're still in heavy rotation on classic rock stations, sure. But being a fixture of FM radio stations does not automatically qualify a band as Hall of
But
Fame
they shaped
material.
the sound.
Airplay isn't the same as Impact, and Bad Company wasn't revolutionary. They didn't create a movement. They didn't redefine a genre. They didn't shift the culture. They followed in the footsteps of other bands like Zeppelin, like you said, and Free.
Yeah, but they paved the way for AC/DC.
They were never the vanguard of innovation, never the spark that lit a new fire in the world. Like there were other influences that paved the way for that. I don't think they did anything. I mean, what band today cites Bad Company as a major influence? What genre traces its roots back to their sound?
I'll give you this. Government Mule cites Free, where Paul Rodgers was in before. All Right Now.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the greatest songs ever written, one hit wonder.
I mean, their songs remain enjoyable. Their musical footprint just simply doesn't measure up to the giants enshrined in the Hall of Fame already. Dude, like, it's not about nostalgia. It's about legacy.
Let's foreshadow then, because we're going to eventually come up on a man named Joe Crocker, who was a cover artist who was up. And then we have a man like Paul Rodgers, whose voice is so distinct and so commanding, and his lyrics, that first Bad Company album, I mean, they named the album Bad Company, they called the band Bad Company, and they named the first single Bad Company, and they knocked it out of the park for all three of them.
Paul Rodgers is a powerhouse vocalist for sure, but being good, even great, is not enough to get you a place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That is reserved for artists who didn't just play rock and roll, but pushed it forward. Artists who changed the game, and that's when they fall short.
Let me ask you something. What was your issue with Fish in the last episode?
That was a couple of, I don't remember. I don't know, because I told you I don't compare each episode. I talk about what is going on in that episode, like who that band is.
You were saying about studio output and things like that.
And
then in this episode, you're mentioning staple of classic rock radio because of their studio output.
Right, but just because you're a staple on the radio, you're not pushing anything forward. So that was the thing about Fish too, was I was saying, what have they done to push rock forward? What did Bad Company do to push rock forward? They've earned their place in the story of rock, but I don't think they've earned their place or they deserve a spot in the pantheon of rock and roll by any means.
I will throw out the aforementioned Bad Company, the song itself, and I will throw out The Sky is Burning as another example of what the future of rock and roll became after them. Because if you listen to The Sky is Burning, Robert Plant, when he released The Principle of Moments and Pictures at 11, was ripping off that sound that they had done 5 years earlier.
They were good, sometimes great, definitely fun, but not game-changing. Not for me.
Is that your last word?
That's hey, you can say whatever, you can continue on, but I don't feel like
we go out on red, we start on green.
Oh, we go out on red. You're right. Yes. So that is my final word. They were good. Sometimes they were great. They were a lot of fun, but they are not game changing.
All right, comments. like, subscribe, become a member, hit the Discord, follow us on social.
Oh, and I forgot to
Love
do
you.
our disclaimer at the top, which is like this doesn't necessarily reflect the views of our own personal opinions, but we're just debating back and forth and hoping that you join in the comments and let us know what you thought and who you agree with and why. So thanks for watching. See you on the next one.